Award back in the early 80s with the WATERGATEs. The first WATERGATE kid from Center Park was him. They G-homie Tony Denard at Burger King. First time I ever seen any type of fully automatic weapon with silencers. He had Tech 9s in them.
Welcome back, everybody, man. S.WigginsTV, man. I got one of them guests, man, that everybody been asking me to bring back on this month. Got my boy, Mr. Damu himself, Mr. Inglewood. He got the shirt on. Let's get it cracking, man. Give it up for my boy SPUD from Center Park.
What's up with it? What's up with it?
What's the deal, man?
Same old, man.
SPUD, man, I see you got that shirt on, man. You done whack the C's out for us, huh? That's
hey man, that was not. This was just one of them funeral shirts or wingding shirts, so don't take offense to it.
Nah,
this is just the original 7, Inglewood. I put it on because I knew you was gonna need that as a conversation piece. For real. I knew that was gonna be the first thing you was gonna talk about. And I was right. No, okay.
The original 7 there, I ain't, they say it's 8, man, but
I'm gonna leave that alone, but it's 7. It's 7. Everybody who know when they know. So I'm leaving it alone. I can't acknowledge that, but this original 7. This is what I grew up on.
Now, SPUD, man, before we start, man, I heard you say you getting into movies and shit, so.
Yeah, man, I'm in pre-production for my book, Stolen Moments. We're gonna turn it into a movie and see what it do. And if it work out the way I want it out, we're gonna start putting out 2 or 3 a year till I get my whole catalog done, and then I'll come fresh with something. Book 18 come out next month, March 25th. Game Changer.
Okay.
That'll be my 18th book. In the interim, between the books and this movie stuff, just staying busy and out the way.
All right. What made you get into being an author, man?
I was in the feds. My first time ever going to jail as an adult, I caught that Fed case, cost 17 and a half years. And I'm like, okay, I wait till I'm 30 to get all this time instead of not counting the YA time and all that when I was a juvenile. So I was like, it's time to find something. I can't come back home to the game no more. And I just started playing with it and used to read certain books by Quan, Terry Wood, Sister Soldier. And I used to read them, but it was all East Coast based stories. I'm like, man, I can do this shit. And started playing with it. Never was writing to get a deal. I was just writing just to pass the time and stay out the way. And ended up turning it into my career path. Got my first book deal in 2005. By the time I was released, I had 9 books out. Since I've been home, I did 9 more.
For sure.
I'm just grinding with it. National best-selling author.
Okay, for sure. We was talking off air, you feel me, about the peace treaty, man. I think we spoke about it before, but I think a lot of people could learn from it, you know what I'm saying? So why don't you tell us about how the peace treaty trickled down to Center Park and what it was like.
Well, when it happened, it was all about black. People couldn't believe that they let these people go like that. Them police go like that. And I remember I stayed in Leimert Park and I picked up my girl and we was driving down Crenshaw headed home and I'm just seeing everybody out fist in the air. I'm like, what the hell going on? And she like, they found them people not guilty. So we get to the house, we watching on the news, and by then they done erupt over there on Florence and Normandy. So I'm hurrying, all right, don't go out there, don't, it's bullshit. I threw my black on and I went back to the set. Everybody out there, and it was just, looting and tearing up shit, and it was crazy, it was weird, and it was sad when you reflect on it. But at the same time, some good came from it and really showed an example of what it should be today. Simply because when they said it's peace, red, blue, brown, everything is squashed, it's us against them, and people got scared. Because that's the last thing they want is for us to come together. They like us separated the way we are.
Right.
And I'm talking about, like with me and the homies, talking about going to the parks, I'm talking about CRIPS ports, Blood port, Nixon's, Jordan's down, Southport, all over LA. It's just big parties every day. Every day, big parties. Bloods, Crips, tying flags together, hugging, taking pictures. We getting at they females, they getting at our female. And I'm talking about what number love. What number love. And that should be something that these young right now should look back and say, okay, if they could do it back then, we can do it right now. Because, man, this stuff is serious out here. You know what I mean? Everything is going on, you know what I mean? And it's just, we stronger together than we are divided. But, I mean, until my wake up, because, you know, these young ain't listen to old like me no more. You know, they got their own mindset. And I kind of relate to it. I do relate to it. Because when I was out there like that, my big homies couldn't tell me that. Because first thing I tell them, you ain't out here with me. So what you think you're going to tell me what to do? I'm running this. I'm pushing this line. So I understand. So I just sit back and I try. But after so long, I can't keep beating the dead horse. I got to move on with my life. And, you know, I love it, but that's what we should be thinking on. You know what I mean? Niggas can piece up. Certain Crip hoods can get cool with certain blood hoods. Why can't all Crip hoods and all blood hoods come together? You know what I mean? It can happen. I heard the 8 Trays in the 60s is putting something together. Now look at that war. That war go all the way back to the mid-70s.
Right.
And if they can do it, anybody can do it. But I also heard the Hoovers just said no. I don't know if that's true or not. They said Hoover said no. They ain't happening. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what I heard.
when that happened, like, what was some Crip hoods that you was like, wow, they over here, or we getting along, or it's a ceasefire?
My enemies. I just couldn't believe that I was actually shaking hands. They had they even taking flicks back then. It's just dudes who, man, I've been looking for you for the last few months type shit. You know what I mean? It wasn't even, what was so crazy about it, wasn't even no hesitation. It wasn't no looking like, reluctantly shaking hand. What's up, Spud, man? What's up? You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. It was just right. The whole air about it was just, and it felt good waking up in the morning. It felt good waking up in the morning knowing you ain't got to worry about nothing. You ain't got to worry about nothing. You ain't got to worry about no enemy coming to do nothing to you. It was a good thing. It was a good feeling, man. It just didn't matter.
Who was that? The Watergates, IVC?
Watergates, the IVCs, Watergates, Hard Times, Legends, all that shit. Everybody was out. But you know one thing would...
Speak on it. Speak on it.
That BOGARD. BOGARD from TND say, y'all think it's peace and good if you want to. I'm going to get you. That was a killer. And he said, no way. I'm going to get you.
Oh, damn. So he was still around?
What?
Oh, man.
Man, BOGARD, I think he ended up getting like a year or two after that, man.
I know him.
Police killed him. He was going to put work in on the undergrounds.
Yeah.
And the sheriff seen him and they shot him and killed him.
Yeah.
And it was a fool. I already told you the BOGARD story the last thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, he was a nut. He was a nut.
Yeah.
Well respected.
You know what? They asked me something, right? They was like, ask Spud who would be the BOGARD of Center Park. They said it's you.
No.
But who would it be?
My home was Siggy Loco.
Siggy Low?
Yeah, Siggy Loco. He doing life in Ohio. He was
Okay.
stupid. He was all BOGARD. He was stupid. And he had money, so he was really stupid. I mean, really. He was a nigga that first time I ever seen silencers on assault weapons, and he had silencers for AR-15s fully. First time I ever seen any type of fully automatic weapon with silencers. He had Tech 9s and them. What's the other Uzis with the screw-on silencers and the flash suppressors.
Damn.
Yeah. He was all BOGARD. Wasn't me. Nah, wasn't me. It was him. But I'm unofficial. I ain't gonna say unofficial, but I'm Lil Siggy. I just always on those claims. I'm just saying, you know, I'm Spud.
Oh.
I'm his deuce.
Why you ain't take the dude?
I just was too G to be a deuce. You know what I mean? But that's my G homie, and when he got that L, I told him I'd keep his name popping. So me and Lil Spud, we still, you know, I'm Lil Siggy, he Baby Siggy, you know what I mean? But, you know, I'm too much known as Spud anyway for them to even think about it. But within the set, I'm Lil Siggy Low.
For sure. Now you said he in Ohio, so
Yeah, he done. He got life sentence in Ohio. He was balling in Ohio real tough and got caught up, and they say he killed somebody and got an L. got 40 years. Then while he was in there, he killed the police. Yeah.
Yikes.
That's what I say. He's our Bogard. Real shit. He was a fool.
Now, so is that how y'all hood got started out there?
Yeah, from him.
Oh,
yeah.
all right.
And what's crazy, now I can say this because he already done the time for it. When our war back in the early 80s with the WATERGATEs, the first WATERGATE kid from Center Park was him. He killed with their G homie Tony Denard at Burger King. It was the Burger King you should sit on Imperial just before you get to Yukon. And dude was in the drive-thru and Siggy ran up, got his father gun and rode up on the bike and shot him in the head. Like 82. I want to say 82, 83.
God damn.
And he wasn't up, I think about 15 then. Went to YA for that, got out of YA in 87 and started balling and doing what he do. Stupid. Stupid for real.
How they catch him?
In Ohio. He was in Ohio
No.
and somebody told him.
Not for the Burger King.
His dad made him turn himself in.
Oh, damn.
Because he did with his father gun. And he told his father, this dude was messing with me and I shot him, whatever.
Oh, shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. That was exclusive right there.
Yeah.
I ain't expecting.
Tony Denard, that was one of the G Warriors, and them WATERGATEs was on us. Ooh. I mean, that's really when the gunplay really got started for real. And I mean, man, I'm talking about when they hit Tony Denard, the WATERGATEs was coming through, man. I'm talking about on both sides of the park, because the park sit between 111th Place and 111th Street. And the WATERGATEs come like 6 carloads on each side, jump out and charge in the park. And the homies is in the middle trying to bust back and run. Nigga was crazy, you know. Niggas had to get some help from the families to come down and get some of these. And then my homeboy Chip, he started his war with him and Bink, and it just was on ever since.